So hello everyone, in the last video we have seen that how we can completely register the user in the using the Firebase in our fragments, in this sign up fragments which we have registered. So in this video we'll see how we can do the sign in part of the app. So let's get started with the app. So basically you can see that there is two edit text value here. First is email and second is password. So let's define that. So you can see that I've already defined that this to edit text, which is email and password. Now the third one is the forget password, which is text view, and then sign in button. Okay, and this is one more, which is the progress bar. So let's define all that. So here you can see that I have defined this sign in button, that button which we will click, and then text view for forget password, and let's define the progress bar, right? Okay, so now let's assign it by its ID. So first will be the email. Okay, so after successful declaration of all these, I mean assigning by its ID, now what we have to do is first of all we'll take action when the user click on forget password. So for that we have to create a new fragment, but for now we will just see how the user can log into our app. So first of all we will check for the email and then for password, and then we will set the click listener on this button. So first let's check for this email and password. So first what we'll do is we'll go ahead and on view created, and here we will just check for the email. So click on sign in email dot add text change listener, new text watcher, and we'll create this method. Now we'll create here check input method here. So plus alt enter and create this method in this fragment, and now let's check the input. So first is we'll check for the text utils dot is empty, and we'll pass the email here, and if the email is empty, dot get text. Okay, so basically if the email is empty, so what will happen is it will shed the error. Okay, this is not empty part. So again, and we'll check for the password as well. So if the password dot is empty, I mean text utils the password, there is a disturbance with the DOM. Okay, so now let's check whether the email is empty or not. So if text utils dot is empty, and we'll pass the email here dot get text. Okay, we'll give the else part as well. So we'll check for the password as well. So if password dot if text utils, we'll check by using text util function, text util, so dot is empty, and we'll pass the password here dot get text. Okay, if this is empty, I mean the password is empty, then if not empty, sorry, then create an else part for this as well. So we'll create the else part as well. So now if both of them are not empty, so what we'll do is we'll set the button as visible. Okay, let's first check whether we have set the button invisible or not. So okay, so let's first set button as invisible. So Android, then enable, and set this to false, and we should not change the text color, leave it as it is because button is already disabled, so leave it. Okay, now let's set the button to enable. So button sign in button dot set enabled, and make this to true. Okay, so we have enabled the button here, and if it is not empty, I mean text util is not empty, then, and if it is empty, so we'll set the button again as disable. So set enabled and make this as false, and same we'll do with the case of this else as well. So we are good to go with the check inputs. Now let's do the same for the password field as well. So password dot add text change listener, new text watcher, and we'll pass here the check inputs. We'll pass the check inputs here, so we can see this method has already been created and it will be checked directly. Okay, so now we will see for the when the user click on this sign in button. So let's declare on click listener. So here this on view created method we will declare for that also. So this is sign in button dot set on click listener, new view on click listener, and we will declare the method. Let's declare the method. So check email and login. Okay, so create this method in the sign in fragments, and let's check the email here. So first of all what we'll do is I guess we have declared the email pattern. Okay, we haven't declared, so go to the sign up fragment here and just copy the email pattern from here. Wait. Okay, so this email pattern, let's just copy this and paste it here. Okay, now coming back to this one here on the this one. So in the check email and login method, so first we'll check for the email. So email dot equals email dot get text dot two strings, and let's compare this. So equals, and we'll pass the email pattern, sorry. Okay, this will not be equal, I think it will be matches, because we want to match it. We are not equating the string here. So if it matches, then we have already checked for this password, and okay, so we are good to go with login. So click on Firebase dot, okay, we haven't created Firebase, so let's create that. So declare a private Firebase auth variable here. So Firebase auth Firebase, and let's declare this as well. So this Firebase equals to Firebase auth dot get instance. Okay, now we have declared this Firebase here. Now let's add it here. So Firebase dot sign in with email and password, and we'll pass the email here. So email dot get text dot to string, and we'll pass the password as well. So password dot get text dot to string. Okay, and dot add on complete listener, and then new on complete listener. Okay, so new on complete listener. Now we'll check whether the task is successful or not, and make sure to give a semicolon here, because it will show error. Okay, so let's check whether the task is successful or not. So basically, if the task is successful, then we will direct him or her to home activity dot java file. You can see we have created this one. Okay, so in the register activity we have created in the last video itself. So here, if the task is successful, so what we'll do is we'll send user to home activity. Send user to home activity. We'll create this. We'll create this method in the sign in fragment, and we'll start the intent equals to new intent, and we will pass this. First of all, get activity, and then we will pass the home activity dot java dot class. Okay, and we will start the activity. We'll pass I here, and we will finish it. So get activity dot finish. Okay, so if the task is successful, and also we will show a toast message as well, that you have successfully logged in. So here we'll set login successful, and we'll create a else part of this as well. So in the else part, we will show a toast message that you have committed a error. So get activity, and we will pass the error here. So task dot get exception dot get exception, come on, dot to string. Okay, so here we have done our, I think we have completed most part of this our app. Okay, so let's see if we have any error. Okay, so let's run our app. I guess we are good to go. Okay, before running, just one thing more is left, and that is this progress bar which we have created. So let's do that, and also we haven't enabled this button. Okay, I was rushing, I think so. Okay, so let's see. So here in the private void, okay, so if this condition is satisfied, so let's enable this progress bar. So right? Progress bar dot set visibility and make it visible. Okay, and by default make it invisible, as you can see that we have set the visibility as invisible here, so here it will be visible. Okay, and let's enable the button as well. So btn button dot set enabled to true. Okay, so we have enabled the button as well, we have set the progress bar as well, and here we will again, if the task is not successful, so sorry, set the button to false so that user does not click more than once. Okay, so if the task is not successful, so we will set the button to again enable so that he can again tap on the button and sign in. And also we will set the visibility of the progress bar to null, I mean false, set visibility to invisible. Okay, so now we are good to go, I guess. So let's run our app, but before that we haven't created the email, we haven't created the else part of this one. So here let's create the else part as well, and here just set the visibility of the button to false. Okay, because if the condition is not satisfied, then button will not be appeared. Okay, so now we are good to go, I guess. So let's run our app. So guys, before moving further to run our app, let's add here the length as well. So we added the length. Now let's add the color as well, because obviously the text color is not supporting. So okay, and click this to sign in button, because we copied it from there. So again, just copy this thing and paste it here and paste it here. Now in the false case, what we have to do is we have to define the color RGB. So color dot ARGB, and we'll pass it 50, 255, 255, 255, and we'll just copy this line, and here in the else part we will paste it. Okay, now coming back to here, here in the else part, so if the email is wrong, so we will set the error, we will not disable the button. So email dot set error, and error message will be that, bro, please enter the correct email. So enter correct email. Okay, don't mind the text. So email, and we'll add request the focus here. Okay, and enter correct email. Okay,